where are you when illegal immigrants, it's not immigrants, illegal immigrants, people who aren't supposed to be here from Guatemala, Honduras, some of these other places, who are notorious for raping and killing, are doing that to black women, black people. Matter of fact, it's almost like a serial rapist, killer, nationalist in our midst. Just it's like a group of them. It's like they don't care about women, so they treat them any type of. Where were you there then? Who knows? I mean,
all power to the people. Chairman Paul Burton reporting for Active Community Defense Duty. Listen, two things that I need to run by you. Thing number one is, a lot of people are saying that we should not stand up against ICE because we're standing for people that aren't us. And Black Panthers only stand for black people. That is a lie. Huey P. Newton said that we are internationalists and we stand with all oppressed people no matter what color they are. That's the founder of the Black Panther Party that said that. So everybody who...
So you're saying that Newton said we stand for the oppressed people nationally, and we're with those same people in robbing the country that we live in, that we pay taxes for. That's what you're saying. You're saying that because they're oppressed in our country, or I don't see how they're oppressed. They get a ton of freaking money, more money than black Americans get. A lot of black Americans get. A lot of white Americans get in suitcases and clothes. But is that truly what Newton said? That their illegal acts can be ignored, that actually now is, it's not just illegal, it's also putting in jeopardy the minority communities. The money that's necessary for some of these black women to drop their kids off at daycare, the daycares that are necessary for them to go to, for black families that really are trying to come up to benefit from, don't ignore that. Focus on the minority that is within your country that's robbing you. That's what he's saying that Newton said.
Running around talking about Black Panthers don't stand up for people other than black people, don't know a damn thing about the Black Panther Party. That's thing number one. Thing number two, the Black Panther Party created something called the Rainbow Coalition, which is a coalition of Hispanics, Asians, whites, and blacks from all over the world working together to fight oppression. Again, the Black Panthers stood with the Mexicans, stood with the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans, stood with the Japanese, the Vietnamese. The Black Panthers did a whole campaign to end the Vietnam War because they stood with Vietnam. So for you guys who are talking all of this gibberish about, you guys aren't following traditions of the original, who do you think our leaders are? Aaron Dixon is an original Black Panther, right? Aaron Dixon is an original Black Panther who walked with Huey Newton. That's who we're, that's...
Hey guys, these people have not done anything since the original party has been formed. They've never done anything. They don't do anything. They don't add any value. I think this new leader is, at one point in time, was trying to be a rapper, claimed to be Crip, claimed to be Blood, wearing gang-related colors. I don't hold that against you. People can change their lives. I know bangers that don't bang no more. They're good, upstanding people in society. They love their family. So I don't hold that against them. I believe you can change and you should change, especially when God moves your heart. But I don't feel this is like an authentic deal. I don't. Because in September and October 2025, 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez Martinez, a Guatemalan national living illegally in the United States, was indicted for the murder of a 19-year-old Dakara Thompson in Maryland. Where Dakara's body was found is in Anne Arundel County. I lived in Anne Arundel County from my junior year in high school, at the start of my senior year in high school, joined the military down there at Fort Meade, And I think I was down there floating between there and Baltimore. My family lived down there, worked in DC for about 4 or 5 years. To think of something like that, her body being showing up off of a bridge in Anne Arundel County. And if you ever get a chance to go to Anne Arundel County, I thought it was always the coolest spot because I came from Philly, and in Philly, in the hood, I couldn't see the colors and how vibrant the trees were in the fall was until I came to Maryland and I witnessed it, and I fell in love with Maryland. To think of a Guatemalan national slipping through in the border and thinking that he could actually, and he did, kill some and rape a black woman, a black girl. And you know what's so deep, and the worst part about it is that they found underwear in her in his house, and it wasn't her underwear also. They found her underwear, but they found women's underwear. Almost like I said earlier, a serial rapist killer from another country. These are the things that when you say you're pro-America, these are the things you talk about. When you say that God has blessed you to live in this country and giving you creativity and ability to be able to make a bag and to share it with people and to help people in need, when people come in and infringe upon that and they do acts like that, these are the things that need to be held accountable. They need to be held accountable. It needs to be vocalized. I'm less concerned with a Renee Good, a 35-year-old, 33-year-old, whatever woman, lesbian, who's not, and her lesbian sexuality has nothing to do with. But honestly, let's be for real. Let's be for real, my people. Let's be for real. It's not pushing the agenda of family in any real way. But let's go even deeper. You put her ahead of another black American young girl that looks just like you, supposedly, right? I don't know what he is, but looks just like you. You put this woman that got shot driving through trying to run over an ICE guy, say, oh, ICE is not police. And then you say ICE, and you make all these excuses to vet her case, to fight for her. Well, what about Dakara? What about her? Who's speaking about this? It was so muffled when this came out. I didn't even get a chance to reply because I found out about it weeks later. It was almost like a story that needed to be showed and told, and nobody wanted to talk about it. Nobody wanted to say a thing about it. This is the same party that a lot of people back. This is the same one. Now you have these buffoons.
That's our leadership. And Billy Che Brooks, that was Fred Hampton's right-hand man. So you guys you sound stupid, to be honest. You sound like you don't really know what you're talking about. Doing a lot of hooting and hollering and don't really know what you're talking about. If you watch Huey Newton,
he sounds like the same ones in the scripture that Paul warned you about. You don't know what you're talking about. They're not in it for anything but the money. It is all about the bag. It's about the money that comes from parties like comes from the Democratic Party through elections or runs like that you saw with Kamala. It's people like her who give money to these local outreaches, nonprofits, and they get their bag so they can go into the community and influence the community to stay on the side of the black politician and the Democratic Party. That's what it sounds like to me. Because they all got a bag from Kamala. The NAACP got a bag. It was a couple other nonprofits throughout Chicago that got hundreds of thousands of dollars. This guy got a bag. And that's what made him show up.
Huey Newton's speech, he specifically says, We are not black nationalists. We are internationalists. And we stand with all oppressed people across the globe, no matter what your ethnicity is. Come on, man. Y'all don't know what you talking about. You telling us what we're supposed to be doing as Black Panthers, and you don't know the first thing about a Black Panther. All power to the people, though.
And he does. He knows it better than everybody, right?
Child, 2026. My bingo card for 2026 is all messed up. Because I did not have the clown Panthers on my bingo card for 2026. When I was a little girl, and I would hear the stories of the Black Panther Party, I was so excited and proud that they used to fight for the rights of Black Americans. But now, it's like you had a favorite Disney movie, you know? And then somebody went and turned it into a live action flick.
Oh, this is about to go like, because I was loving the Black Panthers too. When I learned about the Black Panthers growing up in high school, in grade school, I was like, man, those dudes is dope.
And they put Jussie Smollett as the star of a princess movie. Like, what am I supposed to do with this information now? These people are calling themselves the new Black Panthers. And there's been a lot of things that they should have been fighting for the Black community, like getting our daddies back and ending abortions and gang violence and all this other stuff. But no. They came for Renee Good. Yeah. Jussie Smollett is not a good Cinderella at all.
Yeah. Ain't the Black Panthers.
Hey, I would have loved to see them show up for the Cara. I would have loved for them to show up. They didn't show up for the right person. And for that reason to me, it's all disingenuous. And disingenuous. Because they're showing up for the wrong person. They're showing up for the bag. They're no different than those paid protesters for Venezuela, paid protesters for against ICE. Same thing.
Okay, let's just start there. Those are a bunch of Antifa motherfuckers dressed like the Black Panther. Listen, I just need people to understand, like, a lot of us Black Americans, we just really just want to be left alone. We want to just be considered as Americans. We want to live our lives in peace. We want to just be able to enjoy the freedoms that we have. The way that these people are trying to bring out Black Americans to join this fight, even if the fight is not beneficial to the growth of the community, needs to be studied. Because that lets you know that they see that their plan did not work to replace you. If Kamala would have won, you would have been replaced. But because it did not work, now they want to play on your emotion. They want to trigger you. They're using every single tactic possible to get you riled up, to reel you back in, because they realize that they are in a losing battle. They could try all damn day to try to fight what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, the man that we wanted, that America spoke for, is in office, doing what we voted for. All I'm saying is don't take the bait. At the same time, ask yourself this very valuable question. You ready? Where's all the water hoses at? Where's all the dogs? Where's the violence that happened when your ancestors was out there fighting for civil rights? They were old. Nobody owe these people a damn thing. America been giving them everything that they needed since they brought their illegal asses over here. They give them more than they gave you. You're necessary so they could stay in power. You don't gotta like me because I'm a conservative. You don't gotta listen to me. You could call me every Uncle Tom, Uncle Coon. You could call me whatever you want. But you can't call me blind because I could see. God gave me these big, beautiful eyes for a reason. And if you ain't using yours to see what's really going on, you just meet for the lions. I said it once and I'll say it again. The spell is broken. And they know it. Stay dangerous.
This is all a show. This is all a show. So Hernandez Martinez, who killed Dakara Thompson, 35 years old, arrested April 2025. Park police arrested him. And these were he had unrelated charges. These are the people that the Black Panthers should be showing up to represent, but they're not representing. They're representing Renee Good. And they had to let him go. This was prior. They confirmed he was in the country illegally and issued a detainer. Well, ICE didn't let him go. The local police let him go. ICE issued a detainer. It was ignored. Where was the Black Panther Party then?
Okay, look, I don't know who the hell these people are in this picture, but this is not the Black Panther Party. This is some sort of alternative COINTELPRO style Captain Saberho Black immigrant Panther Party, but it's not the Black Panther Party. I'm not even really sure why they're even using that as their name. I don't know where this dude came from. He's talking about how we fight for all oppressed groups. It just seemed like they just kind of popped up out of nowhere and decided to use the Black Panther Party, which I find very, very ironic. I mean, like, given like the delineation and all of that has been discussed over these last several months, I just find that to be very interesting that they decided to pop up out of nowhere with that name, and their plight has absolutely nothing to do with Black people, but yet they're calling themselves the new Black Panther Party. There is a very obvious collective effort to drag Black American people specifically into the fight to help illegal immigrants stay in the country. It's pretty obvious at this point that this is a actual thing. Like, they actually want us to fight on behalf of illegal immigrants, not just of immigrants, illegal immigrants. Like, this almost kind of feels like a PR move that nobody asked for, nobody wanted, on behalf of Black America, to say, no, guys, look, no, we're in support of illegal immigration, guys. Like, with the Black Panther movement, we fight for all oppressed peoples all around the world. Just ignore this whole delineation thing. See, we fight for everybody. Like, what the hell is that? What is this about? We didn't ask for no PR. We didn't ask for nobody to come in, to step in and play Captain Save-A-Ho and put our name on it. Nobody asked for that. So where the hell did y'all come from? Where did you just dropped out of Never Land? Like, what the hell is going on? I'm really truly confused. I would like to have more information on what the hell is really going on with this.
They using y'all. It's all about the bag. It's all about the bag, and it's always been about the bag, guys. Listen, they using you. They using you. They want you to be sympathetic. And the craziest, stupidest part, I keep shaking my head, is that they want you to believe that everyone that comes into this country and they camp out and get proceeds and supported by this country are really for this country. Why? They're here. If that's not the most simplest white liberal mindset that I've ever seen, to believe that people coming from Somalia in different parts of the world who have no idea Western culture is and what composes it, they're here to fight for Western culture. They're here to fight for Black America. And let's bring the Black Panthers out to show them what true Black America's like.